Hey everybody, thanks for tuning into this tutorial about how to use our awesome new feature, Triggers and Proactive Chats. So in case you're unaware, Triggers and Proactive Chats actually allow you to automatically start chats with website visitors who meet certain criteria. So let's say I want to start a chat with someone who's been on my website for more than 10 seconds. We can do that with this new feature, so it's really exciting. And I'm going to use an example for the widget on our blog that I created. And I'm going to come over here to our operator dashboard and go over to the Manage tab, which is where we edit chat widgets. So over here in Chat Widgets, we're going to click on the Blog widget and click on this brand new tab called Triggers. Now in here we have two different kinds of triggers. The first one is a time-based trigger. So like I mentioned earlier, let's say we want the widget to pop up if anyone's been on a single page of our website for longer than 45 seconds or any period of time. So they've been to the home page, they were there for 5 seconds. They went to the pricing page, they were there for a little longer, but now they're on the support page and they've been lingering there for about 45 seconds. That's when this one would pop up. You can also have it set so that if they've been on your website period for 45 seconds, the chat widget will pop up. So in this case, let's say on the blog, just so we can see an example, I'm going to set it for 5 seconds. So once anyone has been on our website for longer than 5 seconds, the chat widget is going to pop up and engage them in a chat. The second type of trigger is a page-based trigger. And that means that the widget will pop up only if someone arrives on a certain page. This is especially important for situations where you have a shopping cart and you want to engage someone as they're checking out to make sure they don't have any more questions and they don't abandon their shopping cart. This same type of technique can also be used on a pricing page if you want your sales team to engage people who have been on your pricing page for longer than 30 seconds, say. So let's check this box right here and say we want to add a trigger for people who have been on blog.peerchat.com/mycart for longer than 10 seconds. That's what sets this up right here. And it's a really great option because it can initiate conversations at crucial parts of the buying or selling process. So in our case, we actually don't have a shopping cart on the PeerChat blog, so I'm just going to uncheck that and do one last thing before we hit save. We're going to go over into this Start Chat section, and rather than ask for information, which is how I have it set up now, as you can see over here, I asked for their name, I'm going to switch to Start Chat automatically. So now when I hit save and go over to the PeerChat blog, we're going to see it here just after a couple seconds. It appears as though I'm in a chat. Hi, can we answer a question for you? But the especially great part about this is that it actually doesn't notify your team when this message goes up. It waits until the customer actually responds. So let's say, sure. You tell me more about your podcast. That's the time when your operators will get a notification. If people are ignoring the automatic chats, your team isn't going to get blown up with messages. They'll only get notifications for people who actually engage with the chat widget. So one last little tip before I go, because I totally messed this up the first time I tried this. If you decide to set up triggers for yourself and you're testing the triggers, just make sure that your set is available when you're testing, because if you're not available, the chat pop-up won't pop up when you're testing. Thank you so much for listening. If you have any questions about triggers, proactive chats, or anything else, feel free to chat us with the widget that's on our website or email support@peerchat.com.